The signing of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, marked a pivotal moment in American history. But for many of its 56 signers, this bold act of defiance against British tyranny came at a tremendous personal cost. We began looking at what happened to 12 signers of the Declaration of the Independence in a previous video which was narrated by Paul Harvey. Today we're exploring the hardships endured by rest of the 56 signers. Let's begin with John Adams. While Adams' legacy as a founding father and president is well known, the war years were marked by significant challenges. He spent years abroad, separated from his family, while his wife, Abigail, managed their farm under constant threat of British raids. John Witherspoon, a clergyman and president of Princeton University, saw his college burned and his son killed in battle. George Walton, captured and wounded in battle, endured imprisonment under brutal conditions, a common fate for patriots during the Revolution. Abraham Clark's sacrifice was deeply personal. 2 of his sons were captured and held on the notorious British prison ship, Jersey, where thousands of prisoners died due to inhumane conditions. Arthur Middleton, a wealthy South Carolinian, was captured by British forces and imprisoned in St. Augustine, Florida. His plantation was looted and burned. George Clymer's home was also destroyed, forcing his family to flee while he worked tirelessly for the revolutionary cause. Many signers faced financial devastation. William Hooper's home was ransacked, and Joseph Hughes's maritime businesses suffered heavy losses, leading to his untimely death from the stress of his efforts. Benjamin Harrison mortgaged his wealth to support the war effort and witnessed the destruction of his estate. Oliver Wolcott's health deteriorated as he worked to rebuild his destroyed home. Button Gwinnett's life was tragically cut short in a duel sparked by political tensions, leaving his family destitute. Samuel Chase, though surviving the war, faced political attacks and financial difficulties that clouded his later years. George Taylor's ironworks were targeted by the British, leaving him financially ruined. James Wilson, another signer, endured imprisonment for debt after the war, a stark contrast to his earlier influence. Charles Carroll, the wealthiest signer, used his fortune to support the Revolution, only to face financial strain after independence. Elbridge Gerry faced political isolation and personal loss due to his controversial stances. Thomas Jefferson's home, Monticello, was raided by British forces, and his debt grew as he financed the war effort. Benjamin Franklin, while diplomatically securing French support, endured estrangement from his loyalist son. William Ellery saw his home burned, and Stephen Hopkins, already suffering from Parkinson's, persevered despite his physical limitations. Roger Sherman sacrificed his wealth and health for the cause. George Ross faced relentless threats from loyalists, and Lyman Hall fled Georgia to avoid British persecution. Matthew Thornton and James Smith both faced financial ruin due to their dedication to independence. John Penn faced personal threats from loyalists while working to secure North Carolina's role in the Revolution. John Morton's support for independence alienated him from his loyalist neighbors and family, causing immense personal strife. Richard Henry Lee, who proposed the Resolution for Independence, suffered from ill health and financial difficulties later in life. William Paca saw his Maryland estate ravaged during the war and struggled to recover financially. John Langdon, a shipbuilder and merchant, nearly exhausted his personal fortune to fund supplies for the Continental Army. William Whipple's health declined after serving in the Continental Army. Caesar Rodney, suffering from cancer, famously rode through the night to cast his vote for independence, a journey that likely shortened his life. Robert Treat Paine lost his wealth and health, and Thomas Stone's grief after his wife's death drove him into an early grave. George Wythe, a mentor to Jefferson, faced betrayal and death by poisoning. William Williams sacrificed his fortune, leaving his family to rebuild after the war. These stories remind us of the incredible sacrifices made by the signers of the Declaration of Independence. Their courage and resilience paved the way for the freedoms we enjoy today. Let's honor their legacy by remembering not just their triumphs, but also their struggles.